Hey, YouTube. Well, let's make this a part two. This will be a first. Or actually, I have to come right back. Because that fool done went and made another video just that quickly. Video ain't posted a hot 34 minutes. And she done came up with another video. So she thinks she's so smart. Jay Wilson, I am not in charge of your mortgage. That was your decision. You made that decision. Don't charge it to me and Tracy and anybody else you can start a beef with. Don't charge it to us. Now you think you got another beef going, right? But all you can say in your comeback is eat that apple. Eat that apple. Like I would eat anything on your instruction. I don't understand these people. Why are they trying to prove themselves to your black ass? Nigga, I wouldn't do shit for you. You're still invited to kiss my ass. But you're so unattractive to me that you would definitely have to pay. So I don't know how, well, I know exactly what you ain't nor a fool. But I just think it's so pathetic. It's so sad. He goes back and make a video. Eat the apple. Eat the hard candy. Eat the hard candy. Who does that? I mean, you do that. These are the same things I would say to my teachers when I was in like the 6th grade. The exact same read. 6th grade. This boy is just pitiful. Why don't you do this, Jay Wilson? Let me help you. Why don't you put that house on the market and go downtown where the people live, San Antonio, if you choose to stay there. I'm sure it's pretty cheap there. You can get like a loft or something. Or get your 2-bedroom condo or something. Learn how to fix it up. Take some pictures out of an architectural digest. That's all you got to do is just collect the pictures in an album and fix the place up. Make it comfortable. Make it to where you have rooms you actually live in. And then you won't have all this stress. You won't feel so compelled to come on with this childish behavior. To go on to make a video saying, eat the apple. Oh, I want you to eat the apple. You're ignoring the part about you kissing my ass. It's stupid. You were so pressed behind that mortgage. Perhaps you collected enough from this bullshit event you gave, which is only about collecting money from people. Perhaps you got enough from that maybe you can get caught up on the months that you were probably behind. So now maybe it's the time for you to start, clean up the yard, get the place together. So you know what? I'm working too hard to keep this house. I say I got a full-time job pushing prep. I say I'm on YouTube at least 4 to 8 hours a day. Maybe I sneak and do me an Uber ride now and then. Everything is about getting that mortgage paid. Everything is about getting that insurance paid. Everything is about getting those taxes paid, although they're low in Texas, but getting those taxes paid. And all this for what? So I can go wake up in my master bedroom, which is on the first floor of this big empty house, go into my kitchen and make a cup of coffee, perhaps sit in the living room to have the coffee or in a little breakfast thing and use the toilet. That's basically it. Why would you go upstairs? There's nothing up there. Only just empty rooms up there. Just empty places to gather heat and cooling. So at this time of season, the cooling bill on such a place. You always brag, oh, I'm going to turn the air conditioning up. You're a stupid person. Sell it and get you something that you can actually live in. Go somewhere exciting. Get out of San Antonio. Go to Atlanta if you like a lot of black people around you. Move to L.A. Move to San Francisco. New York City. Go ahead and live your life. Stop being so bound to this big empty house. This was quite a weekend for you last weekend because somebody was actually in there with you. I'm sure that just tickles you pink. You can sit there and say, oh, they walked through the rooms. Oh, someone saw that bathroom. You know you haven't been in the guest bathroom in probably years. No need to. Nobody's there. It's just you. So, Jay Wilson, I still find you to be an idiot. You show us what an idiot you are when you come on here and make videos, supposed to be comeback videos, and all you say, "Oh, you gonna bite that apple? You bite the apple, eat that hard candy." Who says that? Ladies, ask your children. Ask your children. They will fall on the floor laughing about that because that is the humor of a child. Jay Wilson's mentality is he has the mentality where fart jokes still tickle him to death. He probably is a collector of comic books and watches these superheroes. He's a very childish type of a person, a childish type of a mind. So I don't know how he's capable of any kind of real relationship, not a serious relationship. I would like to meet this fella you calling. He's so what is he supposed to be, like Clark Kent or somebody? He's your Superman. I was like, that's not what I saw. When they flashed the camera on it, I didn't see that. So now, you always want giving everybody assignments about what they're supposed to do. Like I would come on here, a mature grown man, gonna come over here and look, Jay Wilson, look. Oh, I bit the apple. Look at the candy. Don't be a goddamn fool, little girl. You instruct shit over here. You instruct shit. I don't know why these people allow you to get all up in their personal business. You want to go and take pictures of somebody's neighborhood? How's that a reflection of the person, the human being? How many power lines they have in their neighborhood? What kind of stupid shit is that? Who was supposed to be impressed with that? Only a childish mind. Now I'm beginning to question about these degrees. Are they real degrees? I have to wonder. I'm going to say, this guy is obviously an idiot. I mean, I met people who are smart and had no street intelligence at all. And this YouTube streets, it really is like the streets because you have an intersection of a lot of different kind of people, a lot of different kind of backgrounds, whatever. It's purely your own personality, which he has none, basically. Jay Wilson is an extraordinarily boring person. Jay Wilson, you said your numbers can be confirmed in this latest little silly thing you did. Why not just release the damn number? What is wrong with you? You've always got to be some trickeration and everything. Right by this, there's subscriptions right there. They have the number of people you have. Why are you so ashamed of how many people you have? I don't get that. Oh, I don't want them in my business. How are people not in your business? If you have an account on Legal Blade, having a number that says you have 6,000 people and having a number that says you have 20,000 people, how is any of that? How is that not your business? It's still, the numbers are just incorrect. Correct? Just release the number. You talking about buying a damn apple? I'm talking about just basic common decency. If you're going to be bragging about numbers and all this kind of shit, release the numbers. Be open. I'm open and transparent. I do take offense as you trying to actually get into my finances of this place where I live and where I lay my head at. Yeah, I did take it personally. You're right about that one. If I had access to you then, I would have punched you in your mouth. I would have been because you see, you have no respect for people. That's why you can talk to Tracy that way. That's why you can talk to me that way. You would never, ever speak to me face to face, like you're speaking to me on this thing. See, I know that. But yeah, I would have punched you in your mouth at that point. But you're safe. You're in Texas. You're online. But I got to say, Jay Wilson, of all the YouTubers, you are the most boring person. So the mystery to me is, why are people listening to you? Why would they follow you? I'm guessing that a lot of the people who are following you are young people. Because young people, it's not their fault, but they still have the capacity to enjoy that kind of humor. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're a little kid and the roadrunner is clobbering somebody over the head, or the roadrunner is trying to get away and the guy is dropping anvils on him on his head. Hey! But that's what little girls, they laugh at about that kind of stuff. That's what you're like. So I don't know about these degrees kind of thing. We would have to sit down and go over that. What curriculum, whatever. What did these degrees actually entail? Degrees in singing or something like that? I don't know. Because I mean, how involved could it be to learn how to sing? I mean, it ain't all that. It's a natural gift. Either you have it or you don't have it. You can certainly improve it a little bit. But a person getting a master's degree in what? It obviously don't work, whatever your techniques are, because I told you, boy, you sound like shit when you sing. But you've convinced yourself that you sound good. But I'm saying is you have a master's degree in that. I'm trying to figure out what can go on here that would require a master's degree. What kind of degrees are these? What is this? It's honorariums or something? You said you got some of them from online, so I know that's probably basically bullshit. Why need to buy them type degrees? But for a man to be your age, 50 years old, and still talking about his school days, it tells me that person doesn't have a lot to offer, not a lot of personality. And you don't, Jay Wilson. You need to sit down and figure yourself out, boy. Oh, buy the apple. Oh, I told him to buy this. I can just see a little kid going up to her and mama, I told him to bite the apple. I told granddaddy to bite the apple. I'm 61 years old. So I got dental work. What else you got, Jay Wilson? You repeat the same damn shit over and over and over. Now you got to make 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more videos on Tracy. Haven't you already done about 20 of them? Damn, the whole world is on the screens. You can't find any content at all, nothing at all to talk about. What does that say about the state of education in this country? That's where you're a study. What does that say about the state of education in the United States of America? If a person like this can have 5 degrees. It doesn't say a lot for education, I'll tell you that. Because you're still an idiot. I mean, I can't imagine what you would be like with no education. Let's say you had a 6th grade education, you'd probably still be Jay Wilson. Oh, bite the apple. I got him to bite the apple. Oh, Tracy Pieces. Jay Wilson, I doubt you really have 5 degrees. It's just occurring to me now. Because I watched you for, what's it been, 2 years now? Not really, not real degrees. Not anything that requires any kind of intelligence at all. Maybe you're able to read a book or so. I never heard you mention anything about reading anything or a book or any. You take a picture in front of this damn $16.99 picture. I guess you got that at Big Lots. But I don't see any education applied. There's no intelligent conversation. You're incapable. I mean, you're incapable. I mean, there's just no personality. I put it like that. You are a boring person. That's why you repeat yourself over and over and over and over again, because you have to have that money. Isn't that a stressful life? I mean, why would you want to live a life like that where you got to be constantly begging for money, figuring out ways to get money out of people, all to keep this great big old house that you don't need? My advice to you, sell it, move to a real city. Okay, Texas, don't get mad at me. I'm talking to Jay Wilson. Get you a place you can live in. You want a big space, get you a loft or something. If there's any profit in their house in Texas, I don't doubt they're getting the kind of profits they get here. But surely you'll pull something out of it. And start living your life. Work on yourself. Don't worry about the house. Don't be supposed to be an educated spiritual leader or something, whatever you're supposed to be. On here, basically, it's all begging for money. You say, I don't beg no more. Well, you're still begging because you're online so goddamn much. That last video you just made about me, that was foolishness. It was silly. Oh, I can't get him to bite that apple. He won't bite that apple. What part of your dissertation was that? How can you graduate and being so stupid? I don't understand that. I know I used to, in the street life, I used to encounter people who just started getting high, right? And they were squares, basically. Somebody turned on some drugs and they start getting high. And they start losing stuff, right? So I don't give a damn if they many of them used to work in the hospitals. I don't know if they weren't doctors, but people had decent jobs and so forth. But when they got down to the street, to their bare personality, there's nothing there. All they could do was sell their ass. Their education meant nothing. And that's what I think we have with you, Jay Wilson. I mean, how many people are we online talking to that we know about how much education they have? The people they don't talk about that excessively. I can look on the screen and see many of these people have houses there. Obviously, I'm looking at a house. I've never even heard them mention a house. You mention it every single video. You have to accept that, okay, listen, God, I'm an idiot, and I'm willing to deal with it now. Help me. Lead me to unlock whatever talents you've given me. Because what I'm seeing now, I don't see any talents at all. Claiming musical talents that God did not give you is foolish. It's a waste of time. God didn't give you that. Did you hear Leandria Johnson sing that song? What was that? I think it's #1. A gospel song, Deliver Me. She didn't need no master's degree for that. She was given a gift from whatever spiritual forces are there, the ones that you claim to, that you honor and respect, but you obviously you have no reverence for at all. All you do is make fun of the God that we're supposed to serve. Anyway, God gives us gifts. You got to work with the gifts he's given you. You got to unlock whatever he's given you. I don't see you as no great commentator, to tell you the truth. You don't have a personality. How many videos you going to make about Tracy today? I mean, seriously. Oh, I saw her counter. Her counter was laminate. Oh. Jay Wilson, you a fool. But you want to go on living your life like a fool? Go ahead, honey. You're 50. It's damn near over with anyway. So if you've gotten by this long being a complete idiot, I'm sure you're walking around in that damn house now wondering, wish somebody else would come over. We watch everything you do. I think people have been in there twice. Just walking around, spending every dime you can scratch up, trying to keep that house. It's really kind of pathetic. Because when they foreclose on you, because you're not putting any effort into getting a real job. So eventually this YouTube thing is that people are going to turn on you. They're going to get bored with you because you don't have any personality. So when all of that happens and you still stuck in the exact same place you were when you first started this damn thing, and that house is on, oh shit, now I lost my train of thought now. When this all falls to hell, right? And you are forced to leave that house then because you don't have the money to keep it going. If you ain't getting money from YouTube, I mean, you're all cylinders, every dime, you're counting every dime. When those dimes stop coming in, Jay Wilson, or that people at that bullshit prep job you have realize that he's not really doing anything for us, and there's really no reason to justify his income, or their funding gets cut, or whatever happens. What you're gonna have to leave that house with no money at all. You're gonna leave the house owing them money. What do they call it? Short sale. All right, you want it? Let's go. But go back and make 2 or 3 more Tracy videos. You can fit that in and then fit me in on the end. How could you do this to yourself? Masochist, man.